Sweepy.
Lexi Sweepy. Welcome in, everybody, to the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. I'm Greg, and I still need a drink. I'm being joined by the buffest cheesehead all around, and that is Flex.
I'm buff, and I'm the stuff.
That is correct.
You like it?
And
You
I
like
do.
A little buff
Shortest,
there.
yeah, shortest WWE career ever.
It wasn't that bad.
It was pretty rough.
It was more active than Ken Norton's, but we're not going to get into it.
Deep cut. And then bringing up the cheeseheads on the West Coast, we're hanging out with Mikey from the Taproom Podcast. What's up, bud?
Back-to-back episodes? What's going on here?
I figure we'd fucking rope you into one more. So,
there we go.
Yeah,
And he literally has a cheesehead on, guys. He's
Literally has
Exactly.
a cheesehead
I'm
on.
wearing it for Flex because I'm trying to impress him.
Yeah, I've been trying for like 2 years now, and
Yeah.
one of these days he'll come out here.
Yeah, get better, Greg. Wear a cheesehead.
That's all it takes. I'll buy two. I mean, one for each head. Anyways, thanks for listening. Find us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, of course, at @FlexNewBeer_in-between. And you can find Mikey at the Taproom Podcast across the board. And that is also where you can find links to listen to the Taproom Podcast. If you didn't listen to last week's, go listen to last week's show. We talk about his show, and for some reason we allowed him to ask us questions as well. It felt very awkward and kidnappy.
And you're welcome.
I mean, sometimes I like being tied up, but just saying.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, no one does. A lot to get to today. Some booze news, including a football owner buying beers for a ton of people.
Ooh.
Yeah, apparently one of the worst beers had the best year. Can't wait to get into that and NA beer and all kinds of stuff. But let's start off with fun stuff. First of all, top listening city of last week. Never heard of it before, but shout out to Fishers, Indiana.
Hey.
Indiana. Zach's neck of the woods, I guess.
Yeah, is that near Gary at all? Is it?
You know, if I was a semi-decent podcast host, I would have looked that up for you. But as you can imagine, I did not.
Yeah, I'd say you're just all right.
Yeah, I do okay. But as we talk slowly, I'm going to look it up on the old Google. It is not that close. It's about 2.5 hours away.
Okay.
So
Okay.
anyway, shout out to Fishers. All right. I think we just start off with answering the most important question right off the bat, because why not? Strap in, everybody.
In a world where craft beer is king.
So stupid.
In a world where muscles
So
are bigger
long.
than growlers. Only one tongue can guide us. One man. One tongue. One tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out. What is Flex drinking?
Well, that's all we have time for. Good night, everybody.
Done yet? Oh, man.
Are they pretty much saying your tongues that pin me, pay me? Is that what they're pretty much saying?
Yeah,
Is it-
it's a tongue jobber.
Yeah.
Jobber.
The jobs and the tongues.
Yeah. It definitely tongues.
So I don't know if you've been out to any of your liquor stores, beer stores lately. Oktoberfests are everywhere already.
Oh, is it hitting? I mean, I'll take that over a fucking pumpkin
Prost.
beer.
Yeah,
boy.
So this was the first one I saw on the shelf, so I grabbed it because, first come, first serve
Right.
or something. And so it's MKE Brewing's Oktoberfest, and the can reads, our Oktoberfest is traditionally brewed with pale ale, caramel, and toasted Munich malts that attribute a sweet, earthy, malty flavor, toasted aroma, and a bright orange hue. There's no light behind this, but it's gorgeous.
That looks like a fucking marathon right there. If I've ever
is
seen
a Mitterton, yeah. Yeah, definitely mega toasted malt on the nose there.
How'd you fit a pumpkin in that glass?
Oh, I have ways. This is actually the lager glass that Eagle Park sent out.
Oh,
or not sent out, but put out, and
It's a sexy glass.
$5. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
But it a little caramel on the nose as well behind the malts, and then we'll get the old tongue jobber going. Ying. Ying.
You gotta say.
Wow. Sounded better in my head.
Either way.
Here we go.
Let's turn the bass up for that section.
Yep. So, just as I thought, that's delicious. Toasted, malty, caramely, just as advertised. Medium carbonation. It's delightful beer.
Can I ask
Definitely.
you a really stupid question about
Please?
it? You said MKE. Is that Milwaukee?
Oh, yes. So,
Oh, okay.
MKE Brewing Company, which Eagle Park took all the rights over,
Right. And it's brewing their beer too, right?
and is brewing all the beer in the capacity of their own brewery. But yeah, MKE is like the abbreviation, if you will, for
Got it.
like our airport is MKE.
MKE. Makes
So-
sense. I just at
Is that-
first I was like, the fuck did he say? And then I
Is that how you pronounce Milwaukee, though?
Greg?
Actually, it's pronounced Milwaukee.
quick on the draw. Ooh.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, no, classic Oktoberfest here, just really good, and like I said, ready for the season, ready to get into all the Märzens and yes, the pumpkin shit, and maybe some of those shitty seltzers. Who knows?
Oh,
somebody's
maybe some-
always
Bud
getting
Light
on me to drink a
pumpkin
shitty seltzer.
seltzers.
So
Yeah, hi Mel.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, that too. Well, very nice. I'm glad it's not a shitty seltzer. Let's talk about some things.
Please.
Yeah. Oh, did a little birthday party at the house.
Wow,
Over the
so much
weekend?
birthday celebration.
Yeah, I'm very narcissistic. So I did some meats, put on a couple tri-tips. I sous vide them first. So
Ooh.
yeah, sous vide the
fancy.
tri-tip.
I don't know
and
what that
grilled them
means,
on.
but I'm gonna get
Yeah.
really into it.
Really? You don't know what sous vide is?
I don't know.
Mike? No?
To quote George W. Bush, I don't understand it, so I'm going to take offense to it.
So sous vide is when you cook it. Basically, you cook it in water. So you put it in a
No,
bag.
I just heard of this the other week. Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
yep.
And so you have a probe that keeps the water at a constant temperature. In this case, I cooked it at 130 for about 5 hours, and then got the grill super hot and just quickly seared off each side, get those grill marks because it looks kind of weird with that grill mark. on
Yep.
it.
I just had a conversation about this with somebody not 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I love it. I love my sous vide. You can cook it at a lower temperature, and it's safe even at that lower temperature because it sits so long at that temp. And so like I'll cook them at 130, and then I'll real quick sear them, and so like they're still super pink and red inside, but it's like not rare. You know what I mean? So anyways, delicious.
There you go.
Made it some sausages, but the challenge was for anyone that came over, I was like, bring a beer you think I haven't had before. And I've got to say, everybody did a really fucking good job.
Nice.
Yeah, my one buddy brought over 6 different beers, and of those I had 2 of them, and then everyone else just were like bringing over 4-packs and stuff. And I don't think I'd had any of the beers besides those 2 that people brought over. Like I was impressed.
Was it Midwest Pale Ale?
Yeah, have you heard of it?
I think I heard of it once.
Yeah, I can never find it out here. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Midwest Pale. Douche. So yeah, lots of
I
meats,
love
lots of sausages. Got fucking shit her.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my god! Like the wife always loves telling me the stories about how stupid I was the night before.
Do you really not remember?
Oh, never remember. Here's the good
Wow.
news, and I thank whoever you believe in every day, and that is I'm a happy drunk, and so like no matter how shittered I get, like I'm still in a good mood. I'm just stupid. And like I guess at one point I was talking about a couple of party goers who were drunk, and I was saying to them like, "Oh my god, they're so hammered! Like I can't believe how drunk they are." And she's like, "Hey, pot, like you're pretty fucking up, pretty fucked up too." And what else? Oh, we were kind of loud at one point, and she was like, "Hey, you need to close the windows." And our neighbor had been over earlier in the night, and she had to leave to like put her kid to bed. But I was like, "It's fine. She knows what's up. She's cool." And I was trying to convince my wife to leave the doors and windows open for some reason, and she's just telling me all those stories, and I didn't know any of them. And then the next day, went to brunch. I had like 900 mimosas, I think,
There you
and
go.
it just kept the buzz going all weekend long. It was beautiful.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, man, so good. What about you guys? Anybody do any good like beer research lately, or?
I cruised up to a place by my new I got transferred again for work. So the new spot I'm working at, there's a brewery about 7 minutes away, Foxtown Brewing. And I stopped in there and I grabbed their new triple that they had, classic triple. Flexi, love me a triple, and it was a hazy.
Shocking.
Yes, and it was very good, surprisingly. Not surprisingly. So yeah, that's about all I've done much recently. Oh, I did hit up Eagle Park. Again, classic flex, because it's what I do. But they brewed a milkshake IPA with Blue Moon ice cream.
Blue Moon
Is it Blue Moon or Blue Ribbon?
Blue Moon ice cream.
Blue Moon like the beer.
No, like the Blue Moon flavor of ice cream. Do you not know what that is?
Is that a Wisconsin thing?
What the fuck is going on here? Oh,
Yeah, what is that?
Where the fuck are we?
We're both in California. You're gonna have to explain.
It's like the almond marshmallow flavor ice cream. It's fucking blue. Like it's blue ice cream.
I'm looking this up now. I don't know. What
I've
the
never
fuck you're
heard of
talking
it.
about.
You guys, come on.
No, I honestly, Scouts. I'm not a Boy Scout, but Scouts honor.
Yeah,
This is the craziest shit I've ever heard. You
No,
never heard Blue Moon
it's a
ice cream.
Midwest thing. Here it is. Blue Moon is an ice cream flavor with bright blue coloring available in the upper Midwest of the United States.
On.
Okay, well, I'm not a Youper either, so I got my sister-in-law's a Youper.
Be glad for that you're not.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. It's described as Smurf Blue and Marshmallow Sweet, but Blue Moon ice cream is one of the flavors that make up Superman ice cream in certain states.
I was gonna say Smurf something or
Yeah, I don't know. Never heard of it.
Smurf and something
Wow.
else.
So you don't have Blue Moon ice cream?
Nope.
No.
Never fucking heard of it before just now.
Okay. Well then, the story means nothing to you, but I went and tried the beer and it was fantastic. So
Did it taste like this made up ice cream you're talking about?
I mean, it smelled like almost like blue raspberry, like push pop on the nose. Like it was real sweet, like summery treat. Not so sweet, not as sweet on like on the palate, but it was really interesting because I've never had anything like it before. But it was really good.
I've never had anything like that ice cream before.
I can't believe that. It's a Midwest thing. That's one thing I did not know.
Yeah. Fucking made up ice cream flavor.
Maybe Fontana Jim
Yeah.
knows what Blue Moon ice cream is.
No, Fontana Jim's from California.
No, who's the
Yeah.
guy? Who's the fucking guy?
Davis.
Davis.
Davis is from Wisconsin.
That's
Lives in
Oh,
Colorado.
there you go.
Davis, you gotta let us know. Have you had Blue Moon ice cream?
Come on. Davis has
Yeah.
my back on all that shit. Supper clubs, let's go. Cribbage,
Right.
come on.
Remind me. I'll see him next month at GABF. Remind me. We're gonna get to the bottom of this bullshit.
Haven't played cribbage in years.
Hey, but you know what it is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is shocking.
Well, I have a lot of family out in Maine,
Okay.
and we would play cribbage. Every time they'd come out, we'd play cribbage together.
Oh, I love that
Never
shit.
played.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It's like playing fucking shuffleboard. Oh, not playing that. It's like shuffleboard, but that being like a Midwest or Eastern kind of thing.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Mikey? Any good research lately?
I actually just went and recorded with Daniela Lopez from Congregation. She's their head brewer.
Nice.
And they have multiple locations. So they're in Pasadena, Azusa, Long Beach, Santa Ana. And it was cool hearing her story. Like, being able to have a few beers with her. And
Yeah.
she made one called the Mango Nazo. And she was fire. Like, it was really good. Like, I would have probably given it about an 8 on
What
the
was
show.
it?
Like a sour?
Oh, it was a mango IPA.
Oh.
Okay.
And it was, man, I was like, first sip, I was like, oh, here we go. I was like, that'll get you there. And it was, I think we recorded around 8:45 in the morning. So it was-
Nice.
Wow.
yeah. So, I mean,
rise
I get
and
it
shine.
as soon as I get there. Yeah.
Yeah, those early morning interviews will really set you up for the day.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
If you're not starting off, fan first, you're last. So,
Exactly. I know a lot of times, like if we go somewhere on vacation, I'll always try and see if I can hit up a couple breweries for interviews while we're out there.
yeah.
And a lot of times it's like flying in early. Yeah, come on in before we open up. So the tap room's still quiet. So yeah, it's like 9, 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, like at that time of day, they want to show you everything they have on tap. And
Yep.
first of all, not complaining, but
Yeah.
definitely have to have the wife with me to drive me the fuck out of there. Good times.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, yeah. I always have to say thank you to my girlfriend, Veto, because she's always the one to, towards the end of the day, if it's been a long one or days where we've recorded in multiple places, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. I remember one time we were in North Carolina. We went to Asheville and went to Upcountry Brewing and interviewed John Cochran, the owner. And that was cool because not only is he the owner of Upcountry, but he also co-founded Terrapin back in the day. So it was kind of it was a really cool interview. And afterwards, like we had a bunch of his beers, and afterwards we just started talking about beers. And like he's like, "You ever had a Hams?" And I was like, "No, not really." He's like, "I got one." So he goes,
You never had a Hams?
I had it before that day. So
oh wow.
he gets a tall boy out of the fridge, so we're drinking Hams, and then he's like, "Here, try this." And I mean, by noon we were sloshed. It was like it was a great day, and then we had to go like meet the wife's friends or something. I was like, "Hi, everybody."
Yeah.
I'm Craig. Craig, you're Craig. Can't get my own goddamn name right.
Yeah, I'm Gregory.
Greg, you're saying all that out loud. God damn it.
That wasn't to myself. Fuck. Neither was that. Fuck.
So when was that? When was that first time you had that first Hams?
That was 2019.
Wow.
Hams is at least for me, it's a sleeper. It's a sleeper when it comes to like a domestic kind of beer.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Like I'd drink it. It wasn't amazing, but it was just
Hams was a Cinderella story for me. We did a tournament of all the domestic beers way back when it was Taps and Tailgates. But yeah, Hams was my sleeper. I think it made it to the final round, then lost. I can't remember what.
So your Hams would be my Tecate Light.
There you go. She's gonna be so happy to hear that.
Oh yeah.
2 episodes.
Back episodes.
Let's go.
Yeah, I used to love doing those like blind taste tests. Back in the day when we were all in person, we'd do a March Madness tournament with IPAs and stuff. We'd just find a bunch of IPAs and and it was always IPAs only because they were all like nationally available. We're trying to do with beers that everybody could get their hands on. So yeah, that was good times. I want to get back to this. I also want to do like a blind taste test of all like the world's shittiest beers. You know, like get your Coors Light, your Bud Light, and
I'm down.
The Natty Light, the Beast Light.
Put them all in a bag. Have like my wife pour them for us, and just see how it goes. Rank them all.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, I saw one guy do it on YouTube, and the one smart thing I thought that was really good was he had one good beer in the mix, and that way, you know, he would kind of keep everything and keep everything honest. So he couldn't say like, "Oh, this is just." It's, everything's garbage, whatever. So I was like, that's smart. One good beer in the mix. You don't know.
Yeah. My brother did that once to me on an episode, but it was with whiskey. I was trash at the end of it.
Yes. That's a hard episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Lord.
It's a rough one.
Yeah. I bet. All right. Is your beer cold or should I review first?
Oh, no, mine's cold still. I mean, I can finish it, so we're good.
You tell me.
This one I'm drinking is from New Belgium.
Okay.
So 1995 APA. It almost reminds you of like Cyberpunk kind of ish, if you guys can see the can.
Mm-hmm.
And then it looks like they got the Cobra Kai logo on his jean jacket. And this is just IPA coming in at so I can find a percentage here. Unless they decided not to put it on.
I think that's illegal.
There's a brewery here that doesn't put
6.7.
any of their ABV on the can.
That's got to be against the law.
And I don't buy it because, well, my algorithm.
Right.
So I need to know the ABV.
You don't want that 2% bullshit?
No.
Yeah, and that's what I didn't say it for a long time because they would, get us beer, a lot of the time, but it was they're from Indiana. They make like the slushies.
Oh, the 450.
450.
Yeah, there you go.
Jinx.
Yeah, the ABV gate. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. And that was like, it was crazy because, they wouldn't put anything on. But this one's 6.7%.
Okay.
Just a normal IPA. Let's jump on in. Water's fine.
Water's always fine. Wow. That was a little sip.
Wow.
Impressive.
Yeah. Wow.
That's solid, though, because you get like, it's,
can't take another sip of it.
Yeah, I just chugged it. Yeah, it's gone. But honestly, that's good. I've had a few in the fridge. So this past week, but honestly, it's really solid. Like I wouldn't. This would be one like where I always kind of give it like, are you going to put it to the back of the fridge kind of test?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's for me. Like I would keep it in the front of the fridge to make sure I keep on drinking these.
Okay,
it's like old school IPA type of thing.
Yeah. So just a single coming at 6.7. Honestly, to me, I would give this like a 7.5, like 7.5 if I was doing it on the show.
Wow.
I think it's pretty solid. You do get a little bit of floral notes. I know sometimes with like either New Belgium or like, as much as I love like Voodoo, or like Rogue or any of those kind of breweries, like you can kind of get, what you're kind of getting. And this is, I feel like what you're getting with for stuff like this. So I'll give it a 7.5. Yeah.
That's pretty fair.
That was my favorite note with classic pales was the floral note.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
For
why.
sure.
I don't do edible flowers or any of that shit. I hate the smell of most of them. But getting a floral note out of a pale was like something for me. It just hit.
Oh, yeah. But you can find when you can honestly just finding those notes or like learning to, because I wasn't like, I'm no Cicerone or anything like that.
No, we're not either. We tried really hard to just.
We're totally Cicerones. How dare you?
Yes. we make jokes about it, but we just do our own thing,
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But that's the best part. Like when you can find like eventually when you can kind of almost deconstruct the beer like in your head and you'd be like, oh, this I did taste that, or I did get this on the back end or stuff like that. So I love that.
Yeah. No, it's good. All right, Mikey, you're a sports fan. Who's your football team?
Well, the Packers, eh?
Oh, that's right.
Do I sound like that?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh no, I just do that because of Strange Brew because I love that movie.
So good.
Yeah.
Any Commanders fans here?
No.
Not up in here, eh?
Me neither. I might become one though. So the Commanders' new owner, Josh Harris, he offered, basically he was doing like a live call into a radio show. We've got the audio. He offered to buy 1,000 beers for the fans that were in attendance. Here's Josh. This is very not how the Redskins used to be.
The new owner of the Washington Commanders is supposedly on the line. Josh, you are live on Grant and Danny. We're having a party at Old Ox Brewery in Ashburn near the facility. There's a couple hundred fans listening and tens of thousands listening in D.C. How are you?
Let's go. I'm just leaving the league meeting, and I knew there were a bunch
a little
of
drunk already.
fans there, and I just wanted to say hello. How are you guys doing? You all right?
We're pretty good, sir. This is an all-time day in this town. We heard your opening comments. People have been emotional. How do you feel? You're the owner of a team you loved as a kid.
I'm super pumped. It's a great day. It's a great day for Washington football, and I'm ready to get to work. I'm heading your way. I want to get back to Washington, my hometown, and celebrate with you guys. And let's get started by me buying everyone in the brewery and in the bullpen a beer. Can I do that?
Let's go! Oh, come on. Are you kidding? I love that. That's a good start.
Yes, sir, you may.
That's an anti-Dan Snyder move.
Delivering right away.
Now, I will tell you, I know you're doing pretty well. It's been a good couple of years for you business-wise. There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of
bullpen.
folks here, sir.
There's a lot of people at the brewery right now. Your offer still stands?
All right, I'm gonna have to dip into my savings, but I want everyone to have a beer. Let's do it.
How drunk does he sound?
He sounds hammered.
Just bought everybody
he sounds
in the house a
shit-faced for
beer.
sure.
And that goes for everybody at the bullpen listening as well. Well,
anyways, we go on, but yeah. I want a football owner out here that buys people beer. I might give a shit about the Rams if they're buying beer and stuff.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I don't give a shit about the Rams.
Well, no, but I'm saying like if anybody wants to buy me a beer, like let please.
Yeah, I'll pretend to be a fan for that.
Who doesn't want a fresh beer?
Right, exactly. So, anyways, go Command. I know listener Mike of the show is a huge Commanders fan, so
oh yeah,
get yourself a beer. Out there.
Underrated color scheme. Let me say that.
Yeah. Oh, I like the crimson and the gold.
Oh, it's great.
Same.
Yeah, it's a sweet color scheme. According to new data, most of the, in quotes, American lager growth is coming from Mexican beers.
Yeah, it is.
Bunch of Tecate drinkers out there.
The son of a bitch did it.
Yeah. I blame it on Chew.
Well, I even
Chew
know
cleaned up.
Shred, our buddy Shred, has been pounding nothing but Modelo's, right? Did I say it right this time?
That was
There
much
you go.
better.
Just
Yeah.
for you.
But I like your
pounding
Modelo's.
those all summer long.
Are they like low in calories or something?
I don't know. It's just like a good in-betweener beer. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to bring it back. Modelo's. They're just,
Tavor.
they're fucking awesome, man.
They are something.
Like a Modelo and a lime.
Have you had a Pacifico?
Yeah, I've had a few of those.
All right. Not your jam?
No.
I'll take that Tecate over the Pacifico.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
I thought we were cool, Flux. I thought we're both Badger fans. We're both Packer
Oh, we're
fans.
still cool.
I'm just kidding.
We're
I'm just
still cool.
bashing you.
Yeah, everybody get naked.
As long as we can all agree that Corona tastes like shit.
Oh,
100%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
And we're back.
I remember being like
And we're
19 and people handing me Corona and be like, this is garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, put a lime in it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now it's garbage
Hey.
with a lime. Man.
Yeah.
That's
Do you guys
crazy.
Do you guys remember, because we talked last week, we talked about on last week's episode about the WWE thing. Do you remember Miller Lite commercials, like with like Triple H and all that?
Oh, the MGD commercials.
They're like, don't fruit your beer.
Yeah.
Well, and they did a whole series where you couldn't cheers with like the top touch, like don't touch tips because like that wasn't manly.
It was funny as fuck though.
It was like, don't touch tips. That's not what men do. It's like, ugh.
It was funny.
You know what's weird though? I kind of live my life in
1/4 mile at a time.
Oh, exactly. A quarter mile at a time. But but like the don't fruit your beer. Like if you have to put something in it to make it taste good, then it's not good.
Absolutely. Did you ever have they're not around anymore, but did you ever have Benchmark Brewing from San Diego?
I don't believe so, no.
Unfortunately, they closed up shop a few years ago. Just it was before the pandemic, but their whole thing was beer flavored beer, and it was delicious. And they got hit up by a Mexican restaurant, and they were like, "Hey, can you brew us like a beer to have with tacos?" And so he made a Mexican lager, but he brewed it with lime. And he's like, I don't want anybody putting lime in my fucking beer. If there's gonna be lime in here, I'm putting it in there. And he did it, and it was great. And I was like, yeah, don't need to add fruit to your beer. Like, just make good beer.
Yeah,
you don't need to, but sometimes you just like it's like a festive thing.
But you know what's crazy though? There's certain there's been breweries that I've been to, and I'm sorry that I'm forgetting right now what brewery it was, but there was a brewery that I went to maybe a month and a half ago. And they had a beer, and it tasted like there was lime in it, but it was just the citra hop, the way it was.
Oh,
brewed.
sure.
And you get those those citrusy kind of notes from it, and when you can do that, you're like, motherfucker, like you got me, like you know, I'm gonna come here and spend all my money.
All my money, yep.
That's the jam right there.
Yeah.
The dialyzed yeast is doing that shit nowadays too.
So good,
good.
And good news. Way cheaper for brewers to use that shit too,
which we found out thanks to Monica.
Thanks to Monica. Go back a couple weeks. Monica got nerdy with us.
She's the best.
Nice.
She's the best. Bad news, Flex. Globally, want to guess at what beer has had the best year since they started tracking their sales?
Not Tecate Light.
Definitely not Tecate Light. I think, you know what? I'll say this now. I would drink a Tecate over this beer.
Oh, Jesus Christmas. I don't know. Natty Light? I don't know.
Mikey, any guesses? Think global.
I'm gonna
what do I hate?
I'm gonna say Bush.
What do I hate?
Bush
Guinness.
Light? Guinness.
Oh, I hate Guinness.
Exactly.
Oh,
me too. I would absolutely drink a Tecate.
I'm a Murphy's guy.
Okay.
I grew up drinking Murphy's, like Guinness. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll still enjoy a Guinness on like St. Patty's Day. And if it's a $3 pour at a local pub, I'm down.
No.
Yeah, hard pass. I'm a Smittix guy. I'm going Smittix when we're in that neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
But just not a Guinness fan. First of all, I hate nitro on any beer.
Okay.
I want to be able to taste the beer, and to me, nitro just like makes all the flavors flat. And Guinness is what's the mix, like 25-75, like nitro to gas or something like that.
I don't know. It's just not
my jam. I didn't like it before I was a snob. I don't like it even more now. It just
before you were a snob.
Call it like the Bud Light days. Yeah.
I have the story, like I have a friend who really likes Guinness. So he came down, I bought some, and he left, and there was one can left in the fridge. And I was like, I'm going to drink this. You know, my buddy likes it a lot, whatever. So I poured it out. And I even had somebody, I have a Guinness glass in my house because I got it from some white elephant Christmas thing. So I'm going to drink the Guinness in the Guinness glass, and it's going to be really good. And everybody's going to have a good time. And it's going to be a great night. And I took a sip, and I'm just like, what is this? Where is the flavor? Why do people like this so much? Why is this so popular? I don't understand it. Should I understand it? And it was like 1,000 questions running through my head why I'm even drinking this beer.
Right. Sounds like it sent you to therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should have.
Yeah. Honestly, like I had some really cool Guinness glasses forever. And like, as far as glasses go, thumbs up. They do some great glasses.
Oh yeah.
That's where it ends.
10 out of 10 for glasses.
Yeah. Great glass for a Guinness. Maybe you should just be a glass company.
Yeah. Keep it up.
Yeah. So anyways, it's the best year they've had since they started tracking their sales. They're up 9% year over year.
Well, when did they start tracking their sales? That's my
6 months ago. I don't know.
They started tracking them during the potato famine.
Right. Top of the morning to you.
Yeah.
We sort of talked about this last week about the different Budweiser and Bud Light, not Budweiser and Bud Light, but the different AB brands. A lot are doing worse because of the whole Bud Light situation, but some are doing not so worse because people are stupid and don't do their homework. Well, all of AB's top 15 brands recorded volume declines year to date, except for Michelob Ultra.
Those good old Mickey Olds, right?
Yeah. Nothing like
nothing like a 95 calorie, 2 carb,
2%.
Yep.
It's 4.
Yeah. Is that what it is? 4%? I thought it was less than 4.
Your bra. What? Oh, come on, liar.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are losers.
Oh, it was a good pull.
That was good. That was good. Oh, you're right. 4.2%. There it is. I actually thought it was less than that. So.
I know that because my father-in-law drank those religiously for like the last 13 years.
Was he getting a buzz? What's wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, every day he comes home from work, he has 2 beers and a snifter of brandy. And,
like they might be low carb, but you need so many to catch a buzz. You're going to get all those carbs anyways.
Yeah, he doesn't get drunk. No, he doesn't.
No. Yeah.
No, he's better than us.
Yeah.
What
do you think? You're better than me?
Think you're better than me? You a fucking cop?
Do you have a Boston accent?
2 Michelobes and your fucking brandy? You think you're better than me?
You think you're better than me, horse?
What are you, from Southie?
Yeah.
Going Duncan?
This guy thinks he's better than me.
Cockamamie fuck. Sorry.
Here's something that I would absolutely order a 12-pack of fucking Tecates over. Blue Moon is working on a non-alcoholic Belgian white ale.
Can I tell you something?
Please.
I'm all right.
So I've
Tell it.
known a few people to go to Colorado, and they actually went to because Blue Moon is the brewery name. Blue Moon is not like the shitty beer name of the shitty Belgian white that they do.
Right.
But everybody just calls it a Blue Moon.
Because we've never seen another beer from them.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I've heard from a reliable source that they actually do some pretty good beer at the brewery.
Who's your reliable source?
Look in my eyes.
Oh, the Duke.
Yeah, the Duke, man. So he's been there, and he said they do really good beer.
Okay.
And that he thinks that they just get a really bad rap here because the only thing they send out is the shitty Belgian white.
Garbage ash. Yeah.
Which I think all Belgian whites are shitty, but that's neither here nor there. So maybe my point is maybe they're good, but
maybe I'll find out.
Prove
Probably
me
wrong.
wrong.
That's like a few years back. I mean, like 4 or 5 years ago, the wife was in San Diego for some work event, and her company was this big like conference thing, whatever. They did a brewery tour. They did 2. They split us into 2 groups, and we went to AleSmith, and then we went to Ballast Point. And so I was lucky enough to be on the AleSmith tour. And so basically, whatever tour you weren't on, you just sat in their conference room and drank beer. So I got to do the AleSmith tour. Great. I'd done it before, but it's a fun tour. And you get to drink and walk around. What's wrong with that? So we went to Ballast Point, and they came over with some beers. It was so funny. This poor waitress who knows nothing about what she's trying to hand to us. This was like at the peak of Ballast Point's like pineapple garbage. And she tries to hand us a beer. And my wife goes, "Oh, what is this?" She goes, "Pineapple Sculpin." My wife's like, "Yeah, hard pass." She goes, "What?"
Nope.
She goes, "Oh, yeah, hard." I mean, my wife doesn't like West Coast IPAs anyways. And she also doesn't like them that, they add like bullshit into them, especially. And so she's like, "Yeah, hard pass." She goes, "Oh, you don't want this?" She goes, "No, it's disgusting. I'll just not drink." She goes, "Oh, well, we have a lot of other beers at the bar. If you want, like, just go up and order." And like, she handed us these tickets to like go order at the bar. Ballast Point had some fucking kick-ass German beers on tap.
Really?
That were delicious, and they were not distributed. They had a great Dunkel. They had they have a Kolsch that they do distribute. This was a different one. Really good. They had some really good. So along the Blue Moon line, like, it was surprising how good some of the beers they had on tap were.
If you ever go to like the Long Beach one, the Ballast Point over there, like some of the beers that I've had, they're okay. Their food's okay.
Okay.
Their food is kind of but their beers are some of their beers are good. This from my experience down there.
All right. I've not been. I don't love. In fact, I just flat out don't like all the fruity bullshit they came out with, and
that's what I was alluding to. I just didn't want to sound. I didn't want to to pile on.
Yeah. You don't pile. Here, let me do it for you.
No.
It's a bunch of fruity bullshit.
It is. It's not good.
Yeah. So
we don't like that.
Apologies, Ballast Point.
Yeah, no apologies here. Maybe from Mikey, but not
from me.
Not from me. Yeah. I met the guy who developed the recipe for the original Pineapple Sculpin. It was right after they sold out, and he was still working there. And I talked to him about it. I won't say what brewery. He worked at another brewery that we interviewed. And I was like, so what happened, man? He goes, look, I was forced to make it. And I think I made a really good beer. Like, I would actually drink it, and I don't like that shit. He goes, but I turned it over to corporate. And of course, they had to make it more cost efficient and all that stuff. And he goes, and that's what you're tasting now on shelves. And I was like, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hard pass. All right. We all know that Stone got bought out by Sapporo. Stone Bistro Gardens has a mystery beer on tap right now. That is Sapporo.
Shut up.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Fucking dumb. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Yeah.
So what's going on is they're ramping up to start brewing Sapporo at Stone facilities. And so they're trying to get the scales right. And so what they're doing is doing this mystery lager and then putting it on tap so they can still sell it and not have to dump it while they work on the recipe. So they can't
figure out how to make a proper batch?
Look, I know from talking to like... Right. Well, I know from talking to Firestone. So when Firestone had their huge expansion after they partnered with Duvel, they had a really hard time scaling up their recipes. And I was talking to a couple of the people that were working there then, and basically they dumped gallons and barrels and batches of like DBA. That's what they were working on their first upscale. And it's not like, oh, you can make 3 times the amount. You just triple the recipe. It's unfortunately not that easy because of, like IBUs don't just triple, they more than triple. So I know there's a lot of like calculations and dialing in, but yeah, so they don't have to like dump it. They're just putting it on tap as a mystery lager at Bistro Gardens.
That just sounds terrible.
They're a big enough company that they just can't find somebody who's, I don't know, scientifically intelligent enough to figure it out. I don't know. To me, that just sounds kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like they're amateurs.
It sounds a little amateur, yeah.
Right? And then especially putting it as like a mystery tap, like, hey, what is this guy?
That is kind of funny.
Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's almost embarrassing, actually.
It's like in the old Starburst packs, they'd be like one mystery flavor. Like, who the fuck wants that mystery flavor? It's fucking banana, probably. Nobody wants that shit.
Easy.
I mean, I love banana bread.
Oh,
love banana bread.
Circus peanuts, Greg. Banana.
Hold on. Pardon me while I throw everything inside of me up. Circus peanuts are the worst.
Just saying, but it's the banana flavor.
Baseball peanuts are good.
Oh, you mean like real peanuts?
Yeah, the real peanuts.
Yeah. Love me some peanuts. You gotta hit that T or get the D.
Either way.
But hey, Stone, pull your life together. You're embarrassing yourselves.
Stone or Sapporo or both.
Yeah. My brother used to work for Stone before he went to brewery.
No shit.
Yeah.
What did he try to
design? He was all distro, but he tried to design some of their stuff, and they didn't give him the time of day. But now he's doing his thing at Brewery X. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we saw some of the designs. He's kicking ass. So
yeah, he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they got bought out. Not because they weren't doing their job. Either that or somebody's taxes weren't in order. I'm not going to say who.
Yeah. Because they owed a lot of money. But insert Kermit meme. None of my business.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll end it on this one. Florida woman eats hamburger during traffic stop for suspected DUI.
Good for her.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Florida woman Valerie Wolford was arrested Tuesday for a DUI. The arrest happened after...
Oh, did you say Vanessa?
Yeah. Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. I hope that burger was worth it.
Hi, Vanessa.
Vanessa, and you still my sunshine.
Oh, let's see. So Vanessa, not Valerie, was arrested Tuesday for DUI. The arrest happened after Claremont police officers saw her fail to stop properly at a red light, according to the affidavit. The incident occurred around 2:20 a.m. No one's ever drunk at 2:20 a.m. Tuesday at the intersection of US 27 and Steve's Road. Somebody just got a road named Steve's Road.
Yeah.
Lazy.
Where's fucking Flex's Road? Like
lazy writing.
It's like Copperhead Road by what's his name? Steve Earle.
Copperhead Road, is that a thing?
Yeah. Dude, no country fans. Sorry.
No.
My bad. I went a little too hard.
Don't forget, I don't watch movies ever.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but we'll get you with a Mikey Road. It'll be great.
Yeah.
She allegedly stopped past the white line on the street and slowly went through the intersection, even though the light was still red. The officer pulled her over, but she seemed unaware that she was being pulled over. She continued driving southbound on US 27 for a short distance until she eventually noticed the officer's flashing lights behind her. According to the affidavit, Wilford immediately started apologizing to the officer even before anything was said to her. Nothing says I'm guilty like, excuse me, man, I'm so sorry. The officer informed her that she didn't stop correctly at the red light, and Wilford apologized again. The officer then requested her driver's license, but she handed over her insurance card instead. When asked about where she was driving from, she said that she had just come from McDonald's. The officer noted the smell of alcohol on her coming from inside the car. There was also a hamburger in the front seat, which she continued to eat throughout the traffic stop. Before going to McDonald's, she told the officer that she had been at a local bar where she admitted to drinking 2 vodka sodas before heading to the fast food restaurant. She's being held on a $1,000 bond. Her court appearance is scheduled for someday. That doesn't matter.
She's just trying to sober up before she headed home.
Right. Maybe she should have hung out in the drive-thru.
2 vodka sodas.
I mean, those must have been pretty fucking... They must have been stiffer than Flex's muscles over there.
They were just vodkas at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yowza.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good for her for eating the burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was trying.
Hey, Flex.
Hi.
You'll appreciate the shit out of this.
Ooh, I like appreciating shit.
Remember the one time I forgot to review your beer?
Yeah.
I have forgotten to review my beer.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
how the tables have turned.
How the tables have
Hey,
turned.
ladies and gentlemen, let's make a call to the pen.
Yeah.
Should we? Should we? I'm already offended at myself for forgetting.
No better, better late than never, right?
We're calling in the righty.
All right, let's fucking slap it up real quick.
He calls through the bullpen for beer.
Normally I would have just shut up and not reviewed this, but intern Brian hooked this up, and I wanted to talk about it on the show.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
We go.
I am drinking Firestone Walker, one of Mikey's favorites. Firestone Walker, No Vacancy. This is their collab with Alvarado Street Brewing. This is from the Invitational. This pale, 6.5% and $3.99 on Untapped. This pale West Coast IPA fuses the old and new school. A heavy Cascade-derived bitterness harks back to the good old days, while a pale malt bill and mosaic dry hop deliver the new age pineapple dankness. These tropical aromatics are boosted even more through through judicious use of innovative aroma enhancing products. Mosaic Incognito, Mosaic Cryo. Fuck.
It's Creo.
Wow.
Creole.
Drink more.
Seriously. Mosaic Cryo, and I've never heard of this one. Aromazyme?
Never heard of it.
Anybody? Aromazyme?
Your aroma's on my mind.
Where's Monica when you need her?
There you go.
So anyways, this is exactly what they say. It's like new school meets old school. It's very light on the schnoz. I get citrus. It's very light on the tongue too, in a nice, like, crushable way. It drinks like a pale ale, but it's 6.5%. It's definitely into that IPA range. A lot of pineapple-y citrusness with just a really like old school bitter back end. So I'm digging it.
I can dig that, especially on that a little bit lighter ABV.
Yeah, lighter ABV, lighter mouthfeel, all that good stuff. So I dig it. So thanks to intern Brian for hooking this one up.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
You're the best.
Gotta love a good mouthfeel.
Yeah, love when it feels nice in the mouth.
Yeah.
Flex, how dare you?
Right on.
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
Oh, whoops. All right, I think that's our cue to shut the fuck up over here. I'm gonna hit some music. Mikey, thanks for hanging out with us 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, honestly, just truly appreciate you guys having me on, and this is fun as shit. So we got to hang out if you guys are in the area. Let's grab a beer.
Yeah, I mean, Flex is always in California, but not so much.
One day I'll be there. One day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
man.
We can watch a Packer game.
There you go. Yeah.
Watch the Packers, eh?
Yeah, I'm out. But unless they're playing the Niners. But yeah, if you're ever up in this hood, let me know. And of course, if I'm ever down in your hood, which happens somewhat often. We got a little work down there, so I'll let you know. Would love to catch a beer with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Find the podcast on the socials at the Taproom Podcast. Find us at Craft Beer Republic. And of course, Flex Me a Beer _ in between 805-53 beer. It's 2337. I think that's everything. Cheers, you guys. Cheers, Mikey. Thanks for hanging.
Cheers.
Hope everyone out there is staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.